Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions Meta Monday. I decided to tape this one after I actually tried out the map. Apparently they don't have that glitch here. Okay, yeah. So this new map is gonna be the biggest meta changer. Black Rose Helena, not really gonna change the meta because Scion of Beelov is there. So 15 agility has always been there. 10 accuracy is not that big of a changer. Shadow Flare would be cool in, I guess, class matches, but she comes out right after class matches ends, so too bad. Shadow Flare Wombo combo would be awesome. Anyways, the Glacial Bird, I think the Esper is pretty cool with the 25 ice attack, Wind Killer, things like that. The card itself, I think, is pretty nice, but I don't have Agrius, so that kind of gimps my ice build. I would like to eventually get this, but I'm more after the Esper than I am for the Vision card. So both of these are kind of a skip for me. I prefer to get the Scion card over the Black Rose card, even though 10 accuracy is more generally used. The Scion card has better stats overall because it gives both magic and attack. And I'm not like itching to get Shadow Flare. I mean, if Shadow Flare was Dark Element, that would be a pretty cool move, but it's not. Anyways, on to the actual map. Oh, this map is glitchy as all hell. I went and this is part of my pent up rage talking because when I was doing the no refresh challenge last week, I didn't really get my fill, so I did 3 or 4 refreshes and I rushed all the way up from 20,000 to top 50. And on the way, I seen a lot of weird, like, I guess it would be a glitch, but the AI is really screwy on this map. In the sense that, like, sometimes your opponent, your character or your opponent's character, would just run to the corner and buff themselves for no reason, which is not something that you would see in the current AI or not in the last AI. And because there's a big plateau in the middle, you and your opponent can take different sides of the plateau, and your tail guard might get caught, and one of your mages will die. So there's a lot of these random RNG elements in this class match, and generally you can kind of predict and control how your units are going to move in the first couple of turns. But in this case, because there's 2 routes, sometimes you get face-to-face action, and sometimes they pass each other by, and now their team catches your mage, and it's awkward. So I don't know what's up with this map. I don't think it's pretty good. I don't think it's good for gunners because there's a huge plateau in the middle. But then again, I haven't really ran my gunner team on it yet. I did see a bunch of gunner teams, but I wasn't built to fight gunner, so I decided not to fight them. So gunner might be a thing on this map just because of how far you are from each other, and maybe with gunner you get a lot less of that movement variance. That movement variance screwed me pretty hard. I ran, I think, once to the left, and then my opponent ran to the right, and then Ildira just gets caught out by a Dwayne and gets one-shotted. And onto the actual characters. This map's light weakness. It's the light attack up. Oh, I thought it was in 7,000. Looks like I dropped a couple of ranks. This light attack buff is insane. How insane? Normally, because I was testing out a light team last week, I ran Thancred, Cecil, and Sakura. Thancred and Cecil I ran kind of tanky bruiser, so like normally Cecil would never one-shot anybody. usually it's 2 shots, but he'll die before the second shot. But here, I had a Cecil Surge Strike one shot at an Ayaka, uh, albeit it's Ayaka. And I think um, I also had thancred Rough Divide one shot a Super Stern, and what's his face, Cecil Surge Strike and killed a Dwayne. So that's pretty insane. Because normally their damage is 2 shot territory, and it's like pretty safe 2 shot. We're talking like hits people for like 70 or 80% of their health, without any chance of 1 shot potential. Here, there's legit 1 shot potential, which means Thancred, Ramza, Cecil, these guys are all viable on this map simply because of this buff. Especially if you have this the Scion of Shadows card. Especially if you have this card. Oh, I don't have it here equipped. Especially if you have this card, the guy that looks like Umbra Rays glaring at you. Anyways, I had that card equipped, and Cecil was hitting people for like 4 or 5K, which is a huge difference from his normal 2 to 3K. So that's good news for Ramza, Thancred, and Cecil users whom you normally don't really get to use. And also, these are the 3 kinda easier to get characters. Ramza having a pity, I believe. So semi giveaway characters. I actually ran into a team of Ramza, Cecil, Thancred. I was running Whisper 100. I was running Whisper 95 slash resist, 100 magic resist, and I was like, oh hey, 3 slashers. I just decided to pick a fight with them. I was like, you know what? Between Sakura's light buff and Whisper's 100%, let's say 100% slash resist, I had a solid chance to win. I'm like 90% favor to win this, and I got wrecked. That was funny, because Cecil did a terror shot or terror slash on me, hit all 3 of my guys for like 3K each, and then Thancred was Lancer, and Ramza was I don't remember what Ramza did. I think she was just slash, but that opponent had a really interesting build. He ran 3 light units with 3 different attack types, which happens to be like the worst weakness for and it's light type, so that's basically a Whisper killing team, and I walked right into it. So that was dumb. But anyways, that just means that those light units are very viable now. In other news, so I don't think these cards are going to change the meta. The only other thing that might change the meta is this ring. It's only equipable to light, so basically it's water ring light version. And what it does is it gives you light and dark resist. Light resist 20 or dark resist 20 and light resist 15. That's pretty insane. They're really pushing this light meta hard because you can get something like 50, 60 light resist after buffs, especially if you use something like Demon Wall, and you just go Demon Wall light resist. I believe Demon Wall itself has some negative resistance to light. It's -5. But if you were to go Demon Wall light resist, you can get 25 light resist here. So that's 20 light resist on top of the 20 you get from the ring. Oh my gosh. Dark resist. You can get 15 dark resist on top of the 20 you get from the ring. That's 35. And then you have the buff, the Thunder's Protection buff. That's another 25. So you're looking at easily 40% plus dark resist there's also a dark resist vision card. So you can be like 50 or 60% resistant to dark, and just pick on dark teams. Uh, and that's not including like bestowed effects. So like if I were to have this and then that Scion of Shadow card I just showed off, that's 25 dark resist right there. Plus the 25 from the buff, that's 50. And then you have there's a dark resist card. I forgot whether it's the Shadowbringers card or the Clash or the Fated Clash card. That's another 15. So you can be like 65% resistant to dark. But realistically, I think that's pretty overkill. But it is a variable option. Or you can be resistant to light, 25% plus. So this is 25 minus 5. That's 20 plus another 15 from the ring. That's 35 resistant to light. Plus the shield, that's 60% resistant to light. So you can be 60% resistant to light and dark on one unit. That's pretty insane. So I think that's about how much it will change the meta. I think you'll probably see it because the drawbacks aren't very good, aren't very major. 35% increase to chance of being poisoned and makes you more susceptible to death sentence is kind of lame. Like, no, that's never gonna be an issue in manual PvP or random PvP. The only if the death sentence were like, instead of 35% susceptible to death sentence, you give it something like, death sentence kills you in 2 turns. Now that would be a big drawback. But normally death sentence gives you 4 turns. I think you die on the 5th. Most arenas don't last 5 turns. Don't last 5 rounds. Your character don't get 5 rounds. Class matches even less. So I don't think that's going to be a major PvP drawback. It's not even going to be a major PvE drawback, to be honest, because the one fight that does have Doom is the Blood Moon, and the Blood Moon, because Tower's coming back. The one fight that did have Doom is Blood Moon, and he opens with Doom on everybody, putting on a 4-turn timer, and EX30 could have been beaten easily within 4 turns. So you can not even have anyone die and just straight up kill them. That's plenty of time. But that being said, light meta, they're pushing it really, really hard. Dark still does really good damage. I ran into a Dwayne today. Well, actually, I'm exclusively hunting Dwayne, but like I was able to hit Dwayne's for like 7 or 8K with Sakura. One of the Dwaynes turned around and hit me for 9K. He hit me for 999. 9999. Yeah. And I got one-shotted. I was like, what the hell? And it removed my re-res, so I was really surprised by that. Basically hit me through the light's protection buff. So that means minus 25 light, minus 25 dark resistance, and plus 25 dark resistance, and I still got killed for 9999. That's pretty insane. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Overall, these 2 cards are great, especially the Black Rose, but I already have Chuckable maxed out, so I'm not eager to get Black Rose Helena. I may consider trying to pull her, with the goal of getting this Glacial card along with a limb. Those are some of the things I'm missing, but regardless of whether or not you pull her, hopefully we can get the 75 shards for free, even if you don't get the card. Also, it's probably going to be a step up anyway, so do you really want to just see me do 5 pulls? Preferably, I think I'll probably get it on the 4th one, because for whatever reason, that's kind of how my account is. The last 3 vision cards I got at the 4th step, and because I jinxed it, I'm never getting it on the 4th step again. That's just how it is. Yeah, going forward, probably skipping this. Probably skipping Lardo, because I was an idiot and I exchanged all my Fire Awakening Prisms to Light, which means I would need to spend another 5k paid to get Lardo to 99, which is doable, but I feel like and I have the account to support it, by the way, because I have that Crystal Chronicle card. I'm hoping to get to 99 one day. But anyways, probably skipping Lardo because I don't have the awakening materials for it. And then after Lardo is L and Garble. Probably Typhoon and then L and Garble. Probably gonna try and get L. Maybe Garble. But since they're not limited, I might consider skipping them too and just going straight for Yuna. And then hoping I can pull them on those anniversary banners. But I'm probably looking to collect the shards along the way. So I might not actually be getting a lot of new stuff lately. However, I did post out a arena video, so hopefully they address the wonky AI in they address the wonky AI in arena. But other than that, that's it for this week's meta. And this will probably last for at least 2 weeks because vision card lasting a week isn't going to change the meta because there's already agility. But the week after that, probably Lardo comes out, but people aren't going to have Lardo right away. So they generally give you a week to level up that unit. So for about 2 weeks, I don't see any major meta changing. However, we do get a free unit here in Tyrell, which I kind of needed a water tank, but I have Miranda, so probably just get him for collection. And I'm mostly after the Gale from the Gale Snappers from the medals. All right, for the third time, thank you all guys all for watching. Have a nice day.